Nellie. Come on, get on. Come on. Get on. Oh, here goes nothing. Let me take this off. Of course, you're gonna get it all fucking grossy. Stay on the board. I think what we need to do is I need to put it out. Okay. All right, are you ready? Covered in mud. Rinse off your feet. Oh, that needs to go on the other side. How are we doing? Okay.
If anything happens, we'll attempt to No, it's not bad. Like, there's a drift boat right there. He's coming upriver, so I mean,
I figure, yeah, that's the thing. At least there should be a lot of people,
yeah.
or at least enough people that if something happens.
So if you go down around the corner, you have the whole park. The whole Asian celebration is going on. Like, there's thousands of people down there.
Oh, okay.
So you're good.
Let's go, Nellie. You ready?
Good luck to you.
Thanks.
Good luck, puppies.
Let's see, this needs to get shortened. Here goes nothing. So far she's staying on. She kind of knew. She got on it before I even launched. Just don't fall off, please. What I want to do is get her one of these, you know, like this thing that attaches to your ankle in case you fall off the board. And I forgot my sunscreen, of course. This is absolutely gorgeous. What do you think, Nellie? Oh my God, don't go on the front. You're making me fucking nervous. You gotta stay. Sit. Sit. One wrong move, doggy, and you're downriver. We're doing good so far. So these guys said, so first of all, there was an Asian celebration going on at the park, which I did not know. And it was packed. So thankfully, you know, the boat launch area still had parking. So yeah, there was that. And I forgot my sunscreen. What do you think, doggy? What do you think? Okay, we got like a little rapid coming up here. Let's see what happens. Oh, and the water's really shallow. Ah! There we go. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Just remain calm. Just remain calm. I think my board is still not inflated enough either, because I can feel it kind of like when I'm going over the ripples. And I tried to inflate it a little more than I thought it needed to be. Like, you know, I tried to do the squishy feel test. Okay, that wasn't so bad. It looks worse than it actually is. I gotta get this dirt and sand out of my... Are you trying to get a drink from the river? Are you trying to get a drink from the river? Nellie, just be careful. Stay over here. See, I thought thinking that she would stay behind me on the boat, but apparently she wants to go to the front. And when I was researching paddle boards, I tried my best to find one that had like the tie down things on both sides. There's something floating in the river over here. It looks like a water bottle. I'm gonna grab it. I tried to find one that had tie down things on the front and the back end, but at the time I couldn't find anything in my price range. But I know that they do sell like the little loops that you can glue on with like special glue. Come on, hold on. Ah, we got a new water bottle. It's a hydro flask and it's purple. It matches our rig. Someone lose a hydro flask? What's in it? Regular water. Perfect. We'll save that for the dog. Let's put this on with the other one. Real quick, we're about to hit a rapids right here. Hold on, Nellie. So fun. This is so fucking fun. She's doing great. Okay, I'm trying to situate my shit. So anyway, yeah, I was talking about the crisscross, you know, like bungee cord things. I want them on the back so that I could put like more gear or, you know, be able to obviously switch off where Nellie decides she wants to sit. There's a big rock outcropping right here, so we might bottom out. But we are trying to stay close to the shore. This is beautiful. I need to get a quick disconnect also for the GoPro so I can grab it and like show you guys like 360. Look at the duckies. Look at them duckies now. A 3.5-pound foldable anchor because I thought that might come in handy in case something happens. I can like toss the anchor out. I'm trying to get over here. It's real shallow. I want to bottom out for a sec so I can fix the shoe. Sorry, we're kind of a little bit of a train wreck as we learn to navigate all of this. Off the board so it doesn't get into our butt crack. Getting back up. That's gonna be the thing. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna either have to paddle upriver, which is probably what I'm gonna have to do, or hopefully find somewhere to stash my cord and grab the car and come back and get it. Up and rearrange some shit. Stay. Alright. Let me put this thing inside the backpack. And I'm not going to go back to get it. I'm not that far, but, you know, I only need it for an emergency anyway. But everyone, it's Christine from the future. So today is Sunday. The video that you're watching was filmed yesterday. I'm just editing in this little footage here because I didn't get a lot of yesterday's events on camera for obvious reasons. So at this point in the video is we have gone back to the Jeep. We aired up the board. We met this guy who started talking to me as we were walking back to the Jeep, and he was giving me all these tips and pointers, and I think he kind of made me feel my anxiety kind of rose a little bit, like maybe subconsciously, right? Because I was feeling pretty confident going into this, and as you can see from the first part of the video, we went through the first two rapids, no problem, and Nellie stayed on the board, and everything was great, but we were going down the center of the river, and we were hitting those rapids dead on. This water is no more than knee deep. Most of the time, it's just barely over ankle deep. But it still can be dangerous, right? It still can be dangerous. And so I just want to preface this next part with, this is the part where everything goes wrong, but we are both here from the future, letting you know that we made it out okay. It could have been a lot worse though. And so I totally acknowledge the fact that I was just not as prepared as I thought for river rafting. I also don't think it is a good idea to take a paddleboard, at least not with your dog, on the river. I think it's more like a kayak or canoe type of water. And I think the paddleboard is really more for a lake, which is really the tips that guy was giving me, which is why we bid it, because the second time around, even though I already went through it once, we decided to stay kind of off to the side, and that is where we got into trouble. So without further ado, let's go back in time. Better. Okay, ready? Ready, Freddy? Oh, I forgot my hat. Oh, yeah, it's always something. Hold on, we gotta go get the hat, Dougie. I don't want to be... Okay. At least we remembered before we left. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Here. We'll get the hat. Okay, I am already exhausted, and we only went in the water for like not even 15 minutes. So, what happened was I realized I still did not blow the board up enough, and I forgot my phone. And I didn't want to be without my phone. We're going to fuck up this rapid. And we're going to hit this tree! Ah! Hold on, Nellie. Hold on. We fucked it up. Stay. You got it. You're on. Nellie, Nellie, Nellie. Okay, so this is the part where we get sucked up against the tree because we stayed off to the side when we should have just hit the rapid dead center like we did before. So as I'm trying to see how I can salvage this, the board is like tipping, and Nellie is clearly on the back of the board, and then she jumps to the front of the board, and I get off of the board and it starts tipping more, and then Nellie falls off. Well, everything happened so quickly that now that I'm watching the video back, I think I realized what happened. But in that particular moment, all I saw was her fall off the board, and then like a second later, the board flips completely over. So like I said, everything was happening so fast that when I was there in that moment, I thought that she flipped underneath the board when the board flipped over. And I was frantically trying to get the board flipped back over so I could see if she was under there, because I was thinking in that moment that she was pinned underneath the board and between that and the tree. And I don't know like what's under there. Anything easily could have happened and been a lot worse for me or for her. So mark my words, this is never going to happen again. But back to the story. So the suction was holding the paddleboard against the tree. I could not get it flipped back over. And in that literal, I don't even know, it was 30 seconds, maybe no more than a minute. But I'm telling you, when you're in those moments, it feels like a goddamn eternity. It felt like forever. And somehow I see her pop up at the bottom of the rapid, and my paddle was also there floating, and she was trying to get to that. I think she thought that was, part of the boat or something. I don't blame her. So, or maybe it was just coincidence, but they were right next to each other. So she's swimming, so I can see that she's okay. So then at that point, I'm thinking I can just walk down there because it's shallow. But no, that was not the case. As I started to try to walk, the water swept me down. I hit my butt, bruised up my butt, flipped over, hit my knee. And through all of that, basically, it just threw me down the rapid is basically what happened. And also in retrospect, I realized that what I should have just done was just laid on my back and let it take me down the rapid on my life vest. I would have probably got to her a lot faster than thinking I could just walk down there and pluck her out of the water. And I was worried about her, getting drawn farther down the river and, me being able to even catch up with her, because obviously I don't have the paddleboard at this point. So it would be harder for me to catch up to her swimming than it would be if I was on the board. But anyways, thankfully all was good. I got to her. I was able to grab a hold of her. And then we even took like 2 more tumbles, because as I was trying to walk back up, which again, everything was happening, my brain wasn't functioning. I should have tried to walk off to the side and get out of the rapids. But you're thinking of everything at 1,000,000 miles a second. And I'm thinking about my board, and what if my board goes flying down the river? And obviously that's not the most important thing. My life and my dog's life are obviously the most important thing. But these are the things that you process when you're kind of in this state of emergency. And at some point, my ice pack came loose from the elastic straps and floated up to the surface and went right past us as we were trying to come up the rapid. So then I had to try and grab that, because now I had my phone in there, since I had gone back to get my phone when I blew up the board. So, oh my gosh, it was an ordeal, but we made it back. We got up to the board. I think we probably took another tumble once we got up there and we were trying to free the board, but we finally got it all done. And we pulled out to a little beachy pull-out spot, and I think you'll see that coming up here next. And we shook it off for a minute. Are we still rolling? Oh my god. I can't wait to see this fucking footage. We both almost died. This was exactly the reason why I was so fucking riddled with anxiety about bringing the dog. Because if something happens and I have to jump off and catch her. So thankfully, my board got stuck on that tree. Nellie went. That was scary as fuck. I don't know how I fucking recovered from that. I honestly don't. I thought we were both goners. And somehow she's okay. Thank God for the life vest. Lesson learned. It's definitely too rough out there today for us. And now this thing is fucking soaked with water and heavy. Alright, watch out. Let me put this back. Oh, I think I lost my, no, here it is. I thought I lost my, water bottle. Actually, I should get a drink too. I know, doggy. That was scary. We were doing a lot better when we just came out here the first time. She's tired now. She shouldn't move at all for the rest of the... I don't even know where we're going to go. Are you okay? See if we can get back on. Let's get turned around. My ass hurts. Okay, stay on, baby. Oh, this is gonna fucking hurt. Okay? Come here. Come up here with me. Sit. Sit. Well, I managed not to lose my hat. Good girl, lay down. Oh my fucking God. The river is not for me and her. The river is for me alone. Shake it off. Oh, my knee is killing me. Are you okay, baby? Oh, I feel so terrible. Look at me, I'm bleeding all over the fucking place. Stay sitting, baby. Stay sitting. Stay sitting, please. Stay sitting. Sit. Alright, we're going out towards the middle because we got some rapids coming up. come here. Nellie, wait. All right. We pulled off to the side. This has already been a complete disaster. Look at my knee. Oh my God. I would literally die to save my dog, and that's basically what almost happened. And it's a bummer because it seems like it's so much fun, but it's just definitely not for me and the dog. It's for me alone. My ass hurts. I hit the rocks all kinds of ways, got tossed all around. Now I know what it would feel like if you went whitewater rafting. And poor Nellie, she's just looking for a spot to lay down. Nellie, are you okay, little doggy? Say, I went for a tumble, Mommy. I went for my first tumble. I went for my first tumble. It was no fun. It was no fun, doggy. So as you can see, we are safe at home. And we are both okay for the most part. I think she is better than I am. Oh my goodness. I was going to sit and try to put this video together and like get it up tonight. But I got my pen because I was like, I'm fucked up. I need a smoke. And then like 20 minutes later, I was just like, nah, now I need to go to bed. So I'm laying here. I know tomorrow I'm going to wake up all effed up. And I had hopes to paddleboard for 2 days. I was even telling myself on the way to paddleboard today, I was like, I know what I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to like work. I'm going to start trying to get up earlier because I've been getting up between like 8 and 9. So if I get up at like 7, even 6:30, right? And I can work until like 12 and have the Jeep already packed, then we can go paddleboarding for a couple of hours in the afternoon. I was like telling myself that today. And so I was thinking tomorrow I'll wake up and I'll do some work in the morning and then we'll go paddleboard and we'll try a different spot. It was honestly going so much better until I met that guy and he was talking my ear off. And I think he made me feel fucking nervous. And I was kind of second guessing whether I should even go back in the water. But I didn't want to like be there and go through all that trouble and not go in the water. It was just my bad for being not in the center line of the rapid because we already went down that first rapid once and we did fine, completely fine, because we hit it on the center line. And the second rapid, which you see the footage of, that one we went down okay, but of course we were more like all shooken up. And Nellie was like all over the board. But when we went down the first time, she sat perfectly still. So it was like that first experience, it was like great for her. And now that we got all fucked up, I don't know. But she did get on the board to go down to the next spot. And then we got off and we poured it out. And it was a long walk. Oh my God. I didn't get any footage of that part except for me sitting down on the grass talking about it. I used that on my other social media. So yeah, we got home and we're done for the day. I'm never taking her to the river again. Because I already had like just an anxiety in the last video, the one that I have titled Cooling Off at the Kalapuya. I forget how you say it. I was so nervous and anxious that day. I couldn't swim or relax because I didn't want to leave her on the leash while I'm just out there, you know. And she had a shady spot and all that stuff, but I was anxious about it. And I had a feeling like if I jumped in the water, she would try to jump in after me. Like, I don't know. I feel like all dogs instinctually want to like save their owners. I don't know if she would do that or not, but anyway, it was a really big lesson learned. So from now on, I will just take her to the lake and we can just paddleboard there. Because then if she falls in the water, it's easier for me to swim to catch her If I'm going down a fucking rapid river, the rocks are all slippery. I ain't catching shit. It's a fucking miracle we made it out of there today. I am not even kidding you, because now that I think back, I watched the footage and I was hopeful to see when the board flipped over that maybe the camera would have caught like Nellie going by so I could see like what happened, but it wasn't on there. So I think that everything was happening so fast. I feel like the way I think that she went, I think she didn't go under the tree. I think she went in front of the tree. So she went parallel to, because we were parallel to it. So I think she went out that way and then she went down, because where I saw her was right almost towards the center of the rapid. Like right at the bottom where it let out. So I don't know. That has to have been what happened, because I feel like if she had gotten stuck under that log, I feel like she was not going to come up breathing. So she had to have gone just straight out and then down. Because when I saw her, she like popped up out of the water and she was swimming and trying to like get to me. My poor baby. That was terrifying for me. I can't imagine how terrifying it was for her. I'm so thankful that we're both okay. Like, if I would have died today, I would not have cared. As long as my dog lived. I guess if I was dead, I wouldn't know. But anyway, those are my fucking thoughts for today. And just a friendly reminder, we all do stupid shit. Clearly, I am not as paddleboard ready as I thought I was. For the lake, I think I'm totally good. It seems like it's a no-brainer, but you can still get hurt. Thank God I had on my life vest. I had the board tied to my ankle. And also it's like puts other things in my mind too, because of ideas that I had initially. So that like springy cord that you put around your ankle to like, you know, in case you lose the board, you can like grab that cord, right? And pull the board back. So like initially I had a thought, I was trying to find one of those actually like at Walmart or somewhere, so that I could put like a D-ring and hook it to the board and hook the other end to Nellie. That way if something happened, I can grab that cord to pull her back in case it's just like today and it's rushing water and you can't really get to her without, I would have gotten injured, because I was trying to walk across that water. Like I said, it was only like just above my ankles, but you can't really walk through it because the rocks are slippery and it's rushing so fucking fast. And that's what happened to me. I fucking fell and jacked up my knee. So anyways, the point of that being, in hindsight, I think if she was attached to something like a leash, it might have made it easier potentially that she could have got that like wrapped around the tree, and then she would have been stuck and then she could have drowned. So she's just not going on the river any fucking more. Oh my God. I gotta get some rest. And I can see that I have ants. Joy.